Hi there. Welcome to today's yoga class. Today's yoga class is a 30-minute class, and it's going to be more on the side of a slow flow, maybe perhaps even going into a sort of restorative yoga class. Today's class is inspired by the change into the fall season. And after doing some reading and some research into Chinese medicine, and the way this ancient practice thinks about winter, I have compiled a series of sequences of poses that we can go through. The winter season, according to Chinese medicine, is one where we need to slow down. We need to not expend a lot of our energy. And we need to, in a way, draw within instead of outwards towards what's happening around us. So the way we're going to incorporate some of these themes, some of these recommendations from Chinese medicine is by moving slow, gentle movements, directing our attention inwards. We're going to keep close to the ground. We're not going to stand up a single time in this class. So feel free, knowing this, to perhaps put your warm socks on. Make sure you have a sweater on or a blanket nearby. That will be very much needed. And you're also going to need a yoga block, or if you don't have a yoga block, I recommend a pillow, or you can also roll up a blanket in a sort of donut or carpet shape. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So we'll start off the class by coming into child's pose. Child's pose. To get into child's pose, you can come on your hands and your knees and slowly start to push your hips back on top of your feet, and go ahead and rest your head and your torso down towards the mat. Relax into the mat here. And think about lengthening your spine. The tailbone is moving towards the back of the room. And the front of the head towards the front of the room. One of the important aspects, the important advice for winter season is to draw within. We're going to run through an exercise as we rest here in child's pose that will allow us to move from having our attention outwards to directing it inwards. Bring your attention to any sounds you hear that are outside of this room. Next, bring your attention to sounds that are within the room you're in. Now bring attention to sounds inside of you. Maybe you hear the sound of the air entering and leaving your nostrils. Maybe you can even hear the blood pumping and your heart working hard. Very gently and slowly start to push Put some weight into the hands and lift your torso up, bringing your hands closer to your body. Let your hips stay where they are. And slowly, by walking your hands, stack your shoulders on top of your hips. And stay where you are here. I'm just going to shift so I can face you. Go ahead and tuck your toes. So you're sitting a little bit higher up. Hands can rest wherever feels comfortable. Let's go ahead and bring the right ear to the right shoulder. Feeling a stretch through the left side of the neck. Work towards bringing that left shoulder down towards the mat. And gently bring your head to center. And do the other side, left ear to left shoulder. Right shoulder is working down towards the mat. Come back to center. Go ahead and bring your right ear to your right shoulder and continue by circling your head forward, looking down, all the way around until you make a half circle with your left ear to your left shoulder. Let's go back super slow, conserving our energy. Right ear to right shoulder. Left ear to left shoulder. Go ahead and come back to where we started. Right ear to right shoulder. Let's do the other side. Go ahead and roll your head back. This time your eyes facing towards the ceiling. Rolling all the way around until your left ear reaches your left shoulder. Go ahead and circle back around, opening up this time through the front of your neck. Let's do one more time, each side. Ending up again with the right ear to the right shoulder and gently stacking the head on top of the neck. Slowly shift forward using the hands to shift away from your feet. Untuck your toes. They might be quite sensitive now. Mine definitely are. And go ahead and sit back. So now we're going to open up the fronts of our feet. You'll notice throughout this yoga flow that I am keeping my eyes closed. It helps me draw inward to really close off everything that's outside of me. If you feel comfortable, you can do the same. Next, go ahead and pick up your wrists. And just start doing gentle circles with the wrists in one direction. Notice, do you hear? Maybe you hear little cracks from your wrist. Let's go ahead and do the other direction. Go ahead and lower your wrists, your hands where it feels comfortable. Shift your weight to one side. We'll go ahead and sit all the way on our bum, bringing our feet to the front. Extend the left foot in front of you. The right sole of the foot goes on the outside of the left leg. I'm going to come into a gentle twist here. Right hand behind your body. And with the left hand, wrap around your knee and begin to open up your chest to the right side of the room. One of the parts of the body that gets sensitive, according to Chinese medicine, during winter time is the lower back. So these twists and the forward fold we're going to be going into might feel really yummy because of that. Gently untwist yourself. Place your left leg next to your right. Pick up your left sole of your foot, place it on the outside of the right knee. Left hand behind the body. Right hand wraps around the knee and open up your chest to the left side of the room. Gently come back forward. Extend both legs in front of you. Just go ahead and gently fold over the legs. It doesn't matter how far you get, and there's no need to keep a straight back here. Just go ahead and round from the back and let your entire front body just relax. Feel the opening through the back, through the hamstrings. Let your shoulders start to sink down towards the mat as if they're heavy. As if they are really, really slowly, very gently. Start to pick up your body with the help of your hands and stacking it on top of your hips. And continue going all the way backwards so that you lie down on the mat. Feel how your whole back side of your body is supported by the mat here. The feet can fall outwards. Bring your hands for just a second to your heart, one to your heart and one to your stomach. And draw your attention again inwards. Can you feel with your palms what's happening inside? Can you feel how the breath moves your body, your lungs, maybe even your belly? Bring your legs together. Pick up the right foot and hook it on the outside of the left foot. And then shift that left foot all the way to the right edge of the mat. So you're starting to feel this sort of stretch through the right side of the body. Through the left side of the body. We're going to do the same with the hands. Right hand grasps around the left wrist. And go ahead and gently pull the left arm to the right, the top right corner of your mat. So you're in this sort of banana shape here, feeling a really yummy stretch through the left side of your body. Gently let go of your wrist, unravel your feet, and come back to center. Let's do the other side. Left foot hooks on the right. The feet shift to the bottom left corner of the mat. Left hand grabs the right wrist and stretches overhead. See if you can imagine here that you're directing your breath to the right side of the body. As if you can breathe into and bring life into this whole right side. Imagine with the inhales that you're growing away from yourself. Your hands are stretching up and your legs are stretching down. And with the exhale, you recoil and return to your regular size. Inhale, imagine that you're becoming like a chewing gum being stretched in two directions. And exhale, you can go ahead and bring your hands back to center, unravel your feet, and bring them also in line with your body. Go ahead and place both soles of your feet on the mat. Feet are underneath the knees. Pick up the left foot and cross the left ankle on top of the right thigh, opening the left knee out towards the side. You're going to start to feel a stretch perhaps here through the outside of your left hip. If this feels enough, you can stay here or go ahead and pick up the right foot, bringing your legs closer to your body, maybe even hooking with your arms to hold your right leg in space. The left knee is actively working away from the body, away from you. Go ahead and lower the right foot back on the mat. Start shifting your hips over to the right side, letting that left foot meet the mat at some point and coming into a twist. You can let both knees fall towards the mat. It's okay if they don't reach. You can use your right hand to support you. And go ahead and look towards the left. Gently bring your head back in line. And using, perhaps with the help of your right hand, bring your hips back in line. Both feet planted on the mat. Cross the right ankle on top of the left thigh. Right knee is working away from the body. Perhaps picking up that left leg and using the hand to hold it into space. Gently lower the left foot back on the ground. Start to shift your hips, this time to the left side, letting the right foot fall to the ground. And maybe you let both knees work their way towards the ground. Look towards the right side of the room. Both shoulders are working towards the mat. Very slowly come back to center. Extend both of your feet out in front of you. Go ahead and roll over so that you are on your belly. I'm going to do just 2 more poses here before closing off the class. Bring your elbows underneath your shoulders, your palms firmly pressed against the mat. Tailbone is pushing into the mat and the tops of the feet as well. Opening up through the front of the body. Imagine as if you have a string attached to your chest and somebody standing in front of you with that string, and they are pulling on your chest. Feel that nice, sweet opening. And go ahead and lower gently. Extend your right hand in line with the right shoulder, palm facing down. Go ahead and tend the left arm. Put the left side of your body twisting onto the right. You might start to feel here a nice shoulder opening through your right shoulder. You're supporting your body with that left hand and left foot. Gently begin rolling back, bringing the left side of your body back to the mat. Next, extend your left hand out in line with your left shoulder. And this time the right side of the body starts to peel up off the mat. And that right foot finds the ground behind your left. You should feel the stretch here in your left shoulder. And gently begin to roll back so that the whole front of your body is on the mat. Go ahead and roll again onto the back of your body. Before we wrap up with Shavasana, I invite you to come into a gentle bridge pose. If this feels like too much for you today, we're going to be supported, of course, with the block, but if it feels like too much for you today, feel free to skip it and go straight into Shavasana. Otherwise, plant your feet onto the mat. Push into your feet and slowly begin to lift your hips up. Grab the block, the pillow, whatever you might have, and position it underneath your sit bone. And then gently lower your hips back into it. So the idea is here that we still have a really nice opening through our hips, but that it's not really hard work, that we're not expending too much energy on it. And of course, here you can find whatever setting, if you have a block, whichever setting works best for you. You want to go for a setting where you do get some opening, but not so much that it's difficult for us to release. As we get ready to close out the class today, ask yourself, what do I need today? What do I need tonight from myself? Maybe it's going to bed early. Maybe not. Maybe it's having some friends over with good food and good conversation. Start to push into your feet to lift your hips just enough so that you can pull the block away and slowly roll back down. Extend your feet all the way out. Let them fall open. Bring your hands next to your body, palms facing up. Just take a moment to notice how you feel. Notice how the ground is supporting you. How you do not have to spend a single ounce of energy to hold yourself up. Start to bring movement into your toes and your fingers. Maybe circling the wrists and the ankles. Maybe even stretching the hands up over the head as if you had just woken up and you're about to roll out of bed. Roll to one side of your body. And use that top hand to push yourself back up to a seat. I feel very relaxed after that, and I hope you do too. Thank you so much for joining me today. Of course, as always, feel free to come back to this class whenever you feel like you need it, whether it's winter or not. No matter the seasons, there are times when we feel like we need to conserve our energy, whether we've just been busy or we were just sick. I hope you enjoyed the class today, and I hope to also see you again soon.